Right, guys, welcome to today's live stream. It's the Sharks up against Munster in the Heineken Cup Championship. So, a lot to play for today, and really looking forward to this one. I haven't done a Sharks game in quite a while, so really looking forward to doing this one today. Let's quickly go and have a run through the team lineups before this game gets underway. So, let's first go and have a look at the Sharks team lineup for today. We've got Boeta Chamberlain, Werner Kok, and Makazola Mapimpi in the back three, with Lukanya Am and Rohan Janse van Rensburg in the midfield, and then Kevin Bosch and Jaden Hendricks in the halfback combination. A very formidable side, this one for the Sharks today. Boeta Chamberlain moving from fly-half to fullback, position that he does prefer as well. So it will be interesting to see how he fares in that position, with Kevin Bosch picking a little bit of momentum the last couple of outings. Then obviously Lukanya Am and Rohan Janse van Rensburg combination in the midfield is going to look really good. And then the likes of Makazola Mapimpi and Werner Kok on that wings will definitely bring a lot of space out wide for them today. And then Jaden Hendricks at scrum half could cause a lot of problems for the opposition. And looking at the Sharks pack of forwards, we got Sukumbuzo Noche, Vincent Chichuka and Sia Kulisi in the back three. Then Gerbrand Grobler and Eben Etzeret in the lock combination, with Thomas de Toey, Bongi Bunambi and Oxner Shear forming the front row combination for the Sharks today. If you look at the back, the loose trio combination of the Sharks, Noche, Chichuka and Kulisi, a lot of agility there, and expect them to move around the field quite often and try and outrun these guys today. A heavy lock combination with Grobler and Etzebeth will be quite a good contest between Etzebeth and RG Snyman today. Really looking forward to that. And then Bongi Bonambi and Oxney and Thomas de Toey, the Springbok front row. Excited to see them play as well. Then on the bench for the Sharks, we've got Keren van Veeren and Tutuka and Tsunu, Carl Sadi, Emil van Heerden, Pepsi Buthelezi, Grant Williams, Ben Tapawai, and Takir Abrams. So players to maybe look out for their Carl Sadi, Matsuna, and then also the likes of Buthelezi and Grant Williams that will bring a little bit of fire in that second half. And then Takir Abrams, obviously, also known as the Twinkle Toe. We look at Munster's team lineup for today: Mike Haley, Calvin Nash, and Shane Daly, the back three combination with Antoine Frisk and Nakalai Fekitoa in the midfield, and then Jack Crowley and Greg Casey, the halfback combination for Munster today. Looking at the forwards, we got Gavin Coombs, John Hotnett, and Peter Omani. In the lock combination, Ergies Snyman and John Klein. And in the front row of Roman Salanoa, Neil Scannell, and Dave Kilcoyne for this Munster side as they make their way onto the field, both teams now. Looking at the bench for them, Dermot Barron, Josh Wickerley, Stephen Archer, Vinnie Wickerley, Jack O'Donoghue, Connor Murray, Joey Carberry, and Alex Kenderlin. Looking at that 21 and 22, the likes of Connor Murray and Joey Carberry will bring some excitement in that second half for sure. Quality international players there for them as well. Wayne Barnes, the referee for today's game. So we're looking forward to a really good Heineken Cup clash between the two sides. And as a Sharks supporter, you all know, I will be backing the Sharks to win this one, but I'll try to be as unbiased as possible throughout this game. So really looking forward to this one. Let me know in the comment section who you guys think is going to win this one and who you are supporting throughout this one as well. Right, so we're about to get the kickoff underway in this game between the Sharks and Munster. South Africa Pride, Sharks, Stormers, and Bulls in the Heineken Cup, with the Lions and the Cheetahs in the Challenge Cup as well. So let's see what the Sharks can do first up. Can they progress to the quarterfinals of this competition? Kevin Bosch will kick this game off from left to right on our screen. So here we go. It's a deep kick and taken there by Munster just outside the 22 as they set up the ruck just outside the 22 now. The ball comes out through the forwards, just working it at the moment through there for them. Now waiting for that ball is Greg Casey at the back now. Looks like he's going to go with a box kick over the top. And waiting for it at the back now is Sikambuza Nache, breaks through one defender, up over the halfway line he goes. Now Hendrikse, back to Kevin Bosch. It's Buddha Chamberlain now. Makazoloma Pimpi tries to cut back on the inside, but kind of slips there. Just setting it up inside the Sharks half at the moment towards the middle of the field now. Thomas de Toy takes it up. Right in the middle of the field, just inside Sharks territory now. Jaden Hendrikse waiting for it, gets it back to Kevin Bosch, who's going to go high up into the air. The chase now coming from Vanna Koch, and he's taking it beautifully for the Sharks now, and a little offload to Tachuka just outside the 22 now for the Sharks here. Hendrikse back to Jebanetsevet. Good defense here from Munster just outside the 22 in the middle of the field. Kevin Bosch back, it comes Rowan Janssen van Rensburg, straightens the line for them. Still between the 22 and the 10-meter line now inside Munster's half. Good tackle from Jean Klein there. Sharks have been driven backwards. Now Oxnashir's got possession. Drives it forward for the Sharks between the 10 and the 22. Jaden Hendrikse going with a little grubber kick through. And that ball is going to roll. And it's going to find touch 5 meters out from the try line. A line out to Munster. 5 meters out from their own try line. Right, so a good start here from the Sharks, and looking really good at the moment is the Shark side as the throw-in now comes from Neil Scannell for Munster. 5 meters out from their own try line, 2 minutes gone, well taken by Snyman. Now Casey, back it comes now through the forwards, Gavin Coombs. Sets it up about 10 meters out from the try line, about 20 meters out from the right-hand touchline. The Sharks with a massive counter-ruck here, and they might have won this ball. Let's see where it's going to come now. Casey has got it back and goes to the box kick over the top and into touch. Round about between the 10 and the 22 of Munster. 2.5 minutes gone in this one. And the Sharks looking really good so far, as they will be looking to make their first appearance in the Heineken Cup quarterfinal after this one. Bongi Bonambi with the throw into this line out. Finds Grobler. Good contest there from Munster, and they've stolen that. But Wayne Barnes says that there was some disruption in the line out, and it will be a penalty to the Sharks then. About 10 meters out from the left-hand touchline, it's going to be Kevin Bosch to have a shot at goal here for the Sharks. So 3 minutes in, all points count in this one. Yeah, definitely interference there from Jean Klein on Gerbrand Grobler. And Wayne Barnes blows on his whistle for a penalty to the Sharks. And now it's Kevin Bosch from about 10 meters out from the left-hand touchline between the 10 and the 22-meter line to have a shot at goal here for the Sharks. It's about 35 meters out, this kick for Kevin Bosch. And he will be looking to be spot on with his goal kicking today. Right, he is going to line this one up now for them. Heineken Cup Championship underway here at the Shark Tank. 4 minutes into this one. Can Kevin Bosch put the Sharks into the lead for the first time in this game? The kick, and it looks well struck by him, and it's straight through. So 3-0. The Sharks lead Munster here after about 4.5 minutes of play. Good start here for the Sharks. Right, so 4.5 minutes gone, and the Sharks are looking quite good on the attack so far. Let's see if their defense will be just as good today. The kickoff now from Jack Crowley. It's a high-hanging kickoff from him, and it's well taken by Grobler now between the 10 and the 22-meter line of the Sharks. That ball needs to come out. Good counteract from Ergie Snyman. Makes the tackle on Oxnashire. Still the Sharks have possession though, as Jaden Hendrikse now waits for this ball. Looks like he will be going with a box kick over the top. The chase coming from Makazola Mapimpi. And it's nearly taken by Makazola Mapimpi, but he knocks it on. And now it's Munster on the attack here from just inside the half of the Sharks. On the 10-meter line of the Sharks now, Casey tries to dart on his own, but a massive tackle there from Oxfordshire drives him back. Now Casey again, Crowley Gets it wide. Here they come. Gavin Coombs now. The long cut-up pass. Yes, trouble for the Sharks. Or it could be in for a first try of the game here. And it's the left winger of Munster who gets in. It's Shane Daly with the opening try of this game for Munster. The Sharks defense non-existent there. Really poor from the Sharks. And Munster, through Shane Daly, gets the first try of this game. Well, that's a disappointing start for the Sharks after that penalty kick. And so easy, just drawing in the defenders and put the Chamberlain completely out of position there, allowing Shane Daly the oodles of space to get that first try for Munster. Very disappointing from a Sharks perspective there. 5 points to 3, Munster lead. And it's Shane Daly, the left winger, who gets the try for them. Not the start that they would have wanted. Crowley now with the conversion attempt. It's about 37 meters out, about 5 meters out from the left-hand corner. So a difficult first attempt here for Crowley, the fly-off of Munster today. Heineken Cup Championship here. And it's Crowley with the conversion attempt. And he's going to get it in. So 7 points to 3. Munster lead the Sharks here. And it's definitely not the start that the Sharks would have wanted. They did well initially to get that 3-pointer on the board. But from the counter-attack from Munster, things just went really sour there for the Sharks. And they got the first try, Munster, through Shane Daly. Kerman Bosch with the restart. Then it's another high-hanging kickoff. Well taken there by Mike Haley now for Munster. Between the 10 and the 22-meter line of Munster. Casey, the scrum half, waiting for it. Gets it out now. It's taken up beautifully there by the forwards. Dave Kilcoyne making a bit of yardage there for Munster. Casey again now waiting for this ball. He will be going with a box kick over the top. The chase now coming from Calvin Nash. And nearly a clash there in the air. But Sikambuza Nacho managed to secure that ball on the 10-meter line of the Sharks now. Hendrickson gets it out to Ox. Driven back in the tackle, though, by Gavin Coombs. Jaden Hendrickson going with the box kick over the top. That's not a great kick, not really gaining any distance whatsoever. And Munster secured that ball now on the halfway line. Good counter ruck here from the Sharks, and they win the penalty. Coming in from the side was Gavin Coombs. And it's another chance now for the Sharks. From the halfway line, about 10 meters out from the left-hand touch line. Can Kervin Bosch have a shot at goal here? Maybe. Let's have a look. 10 meters out from the left-hand touchline on the halfway line. So give or take about 60 meters, he's going to have a shot at goal here. So Kervin Bosch having a shot at goal, and the Sharks are taking each single point on offer here at the moment. They got it underway for us in the 4th minute of the game, and in a try by Munster through Shane Daly, put Munster on the board as well. So Kervin Bosch now to attempt to reduce the deficit to only 1 point. It's around about a 60-meter kick here for Kervin Bosch. On the angle, one would say. So 7 points to 3 it is at the moment. Kervin Bosch now lining this one up for them. We've had about 10 minutes of play in this game, and Munster leading by 7 points to 3. Kervin Bosch taking his time with this one. A difficult kick first up here for him to try and... oh, no, that's a horrible strike from Kervin Bosch, and it goes well to the left of the post. So 7 points to 3, the score will remain here after 10 minutes of play. Disappointing there from Kervin Bosch. Right, so 22-meter dropout here for them, for Munster, as Crowley will try and get this one back underway. Crowley to get us back underway. Pierre Geldenhuys says, "Middag Guru, sterkte vir die Sharks, Stormers vandag 42-18. We'll have to wait and see about that one, Pierre, but It's going to be a great game to watch as the Sharks come on a counter-attack here on the 10-meter line of Munster. A little knock-on from Munster, though. And let's see what's going to happen here for the Sharks. Another penalty on the 10-meter line of Munster. Quickly taken by Jaden Hendrickson. Now gets the pass out to Sikambuza Nache. 5 meters out from the 22 they come. Oxnashire now sets it up. Bumps off Archies Snyman there. And here they come now. Kevin Bosch. Lukanyam with a little grubber kick through. But well read. And Crowley has got possession for Munster now. 5 meters inside the 22 of Munster. Vicky Toa now. Gets it out to Kilcoyne. Still just inside the 22 of Munster now. Casey waiting for it. Comes again through the forwards. It's Peter Omani who takes it up for them. 5 meters inside the 22 at the moment is Munster. Casey going with the box kick over the top and looking for touch while finding it between the 22 and the 10-meter line of Munster. Right, we'll have to wait and see what the Sharks can come up with now. 11 and a half minutes gone in this first half. And it's Munster with the only try of the game so far. Kevin Bosch missing one penalty already. So the Sharks now in need of some points here. The pressure has been put on to Munster early on. Hendrickson now to Vanderkok. Vanderkok straightens things up here just outside the 22, but there's no scrum off at the moment. Oxnashire comes in. Yebanetsevet takes it up. Hendricks again now, the little pop pass to Thomas de Toey. Knocks it backwards, and the Sharks, oh no, the referee says it's been knocked on by Thomas de Toey, and it will be a scrum down to Munster just outside their own 22. Sharks guilty of slipping up again. They've had a couple of opportunities in this first 10 minutes of the game, and it's just not working out for them at the moment. Geez, like that was definitely not knocked forward. But either way, let's play it. 7 points to 3. 12 and a half minutes gone in this one. Just a quick stoppage for an injury to one of the players. 7 points to 3. The Sharks will have to step up a gear here in this game if they are going to be successful in this competition. 7 points to 3, Munster lead. We've got a good contest here on our hands. Munster have the likes of Jean Klein and Archies Snyman in the lock combination. Some South Africans playing their trade in Ireland at the moment. So, yeah, it's always great to see some really good contests between the players. Archies Snyman obviously vying for a place in the World Cup squad as well. Great Casey now with a feed to the scrum here for Munster. Time is back on, so big scrum here from the Sharks, wheeling that one. The ball is out, and Jaden Hendricks have managed to secure this ball for the Sharks now. Grobler goes forward up to the 22. They go right in the middle of the field now. Hendricks back to Tatuka. Now Bonambi. It's Khaleesi Vanderkok now. He's about 10 meters out from the try line as the Sharks down the right-hand side of the field. A little knock-on from Munster in that counter-ruck. And it will be a scrum down to the Sharks. About 10 meters out from the try line. 5 meters from the right-hand touchline. 7 points to 3, Munster lead. With the Sharks on the attack now. It was Mike Haley who knocked that ball on when he tried to steal that ball on the ground. And he had it. He just knocked it on, unfortunately, for Munster. So Sharks put into the scrum now. 10 meters out from the try line. 5 meters from the right-hand touchline. Jaden Hendricks had to feed this one in for the Sharks. Quality players all around in the Sharks side. They need to make it count today. 14 minutes gone in this first half. Hendrickson now with a feed to the scrum. Controlled at the back here by the Sharks, looking to get the penalty from here. And what does Wayne Barnes says, that is still going. Oh, it's going to be wait. What? Yeah, it's going to be a scrum down to Munster. So Wayne Barnes saying that the Sharks have lost the opportunity there with a little knock on, it seems. So 7 points to 3, and the Sharks have wasted another opportunity here. So wasteful is the Shark side at the moment. And we've had about 14 and a half minutes gone in this one. 3 handling errors from the Sharks already, only 1 from Munster. And that was the one from this trying to steal that ball on the ground. Right, so Casey now with a feed to the scrum here. Casey, the scrum off of Munster. 7-3 after 15 minutes of play. The Sharks putting up all the pressure, but not leading on the board at the moment. Picked up off the back by Coombs now. Gets it out to Fekitoa. Straightens the line. 10 meters out from the try line here. Casey again waiting for it. Goes with the box kick over the top. And that's not going to find touch. Van der Kok now between the 10 and the halfway line inside Munster's half. Looking to find a bit of space here. Gets past Gavin Coombs between the 22 and the 10 now. Buddha Chamberlain gets it out to Makazole Mapimpi. He's into space now. That's a beautiful little pop pass to Jaden Hendrickson. And here comes the Sharks' first try of the game. It's Jaden Hendrickson who got dots down. And after 16 minutes, the Sharks are back into the lead. What a step there from Makazole Mapimpi to get into space and then send Jaden Hendrickson in for the try. 8 points to 7 it is. Brilliant stuff here from the Sharks this time round. But Jaden Hendrickson have stayed down and it's not looking good for him. Wow, what a step from Makazole Mapimpi. And then he had the vision to get that little inside pass to Jaden Hendrickson for the try. Byron Knight says, hi Guru, who else is playing today? The Stormers are playing after this one at 4 o'clock. And then the Bulls are also playing tomorrow in the Heineken Cup Championship. Then Steve Mark says yes, and Leonard Dubé says, Guru, how's it going, Leonard? Right, so Kevin Bosch to get this conversion for us here. Let's see if he can be successful. He's missed 1 penalty already today. Sharks leading 8 points to 7. A try from Jaden Hendrickson now has put the Sharks back into the lead in this game. 17 minutes played. The conversion from Bosch this time goes through. So 10 points to 7 the Sharks lead in this game. We've had 17 minutes, 17 points in this game already. And it doesn't look too good for Jaden Hendrickson, who I think will not be continuing in this game. We're very unfortunate. They got injured in a tackle. Might have been a shoulder or something. Might be a leg as well. Not quite sure. Leonard says, Cheetahs, what about me and the Lions? Very important too. Yeah, so don't forget, there's Lions and Cheetahs to come as well. Sorry about that one, Leonard. John Nell says, Bosch, the famous Shark spray gun kicker. Right, so 10 points to 7 it is. The Sharks now leading this game after a wobbly start. Seamus Martin says Munster, and then John Nell says finally got one over. Yeah, to be fair, it was a difficult kick, John, at the first one. So Grant Williams will be replacing then Jaden Hendrickson for this rest of this game. Sikambuza Noche, oh, great fend off there. Gets up over the 22-meter line now. Oh, the ball has been ripped by Munster beautifully on the ground. And here comes a counter-attack for Munster now. It's Peter Omani. Omani gets the pass away to Gavin Coombs, puts a little grubber kick in for Daly, but the touchline will win, and it will be a line out 10 meters out from the try line. 18 minutes gone in this one. Leonard asked, how's the attendance at the stadium? So, yeah, it's not the greatest of attendance, Leonard, one must say. And, yeah, there's lots of empty seats, but the Sharks, I think, have managed to get a few people there. But if you don't play well, you're not going to get the support. So I think it's a reflection of how they have been playing. Not the biggest of crowds. A little knock on there from the line out. Luckily for the Sharks, because the ball was overthrown and then knocked by Crowley. So it will be a scrum down to the Sharks, about 10 meters out from their own try line. Sharks are making some terrible mistakes at times in this game already. 10 points to 7, the Sharks lead after about 19 minutes of play in this one. Right, so we have another stoppage in play here for another injury. So 19 minutes gone in this one then. And the Sharks leading it by 10 points to 7 here. It's going to be a scrum down to the Sharks, 10 meters up from their own try line. A little knock from that line out by Crowley has given the scrum to the Sharks. Just receiving some attention is one of the forwards there of Munster. It looks like Roman Salanoa who's receiving attention. It looks like he might be leaving the field as well. So, yeah, onto the field will come Finan Wickerly for Munster now. 19 minutes played. The Sharks leading by 10 points to 3 at the moment. 10 points to 7 at the moment. Seamus says it's Sharmas. Oh, Sharmas, all right. Hello from Limerick. So Sharmas Martin from Limerick. Thanks for tuning in to the stream then. Really appreciate the support. Right, so we're still receiving some attention to one of the players there, and 10 points to 7, 19 minutes gone. Not too much to report back on so far. A penalty kicked over by Kevin Bosch, a try by Shane Daly from Munster, a try by Jaden Hendrickson for the Sharks, and then there was one missed penalty from Kevin Bosch earlier as well. Apart from that, some sloppy plays at times from the Sharks, some really good play by the Sharks at times, but overall a very tight game so far between the two sides. Right, scrum feed in by Grant Williams now. Then the Sharks looking to dominate at scrum time. Now this ball needs to come out. Grant Williams off the back gets a sloppy pass out to Kevin Bosch. And Bosch did really well to get that ball away to the 10-meter line of the Sharks. Geez, luck. A little hospital pass there from Grant Williams to Kevin Bosch, putting a lot of pressure on him, but he managed to get that kick away. So, roughly about 19 minutes gone in this one. The Sharks now trying to steal that line out, but Peter O'Mahony has got it now. Casey back to Crowley, straight into the hands of Fekitoa. Gets Rowan Janssen van Rensburg at full force. Casey again knocked back by Peter O'Mahony, picked up by Snyman with a beautiful little offload there to Josh Hotnet. And a little kick downfield by Crowley into space. And it will be a line out about 15 meters out from the Sharks try line. 20 minutes gone in this one. The Sharks lead by 10 points to 7 at the moment. 20 minutes gone. And Bonambi now with a throw into this line out. Bonambi will throw this one in for the Sharks. About 10 meters up from their own try line. It's been overthrown, but luckily picked by Thomas du Toit. What's going on with the Sharks line out today? Grant Williams securing that ball now. He will probably try to kick this one over the top here for the Sharks. Goes for the box kick over the top and into touch though. And it will be out roundabout on the 10-meter line of the Sharks. Frank O'Brien, anyone know any free streams? Unfortunately, Frank, I would have done it, but we're not allowed to do it on YouTube, unfortunately. So we can only do the live commentary of the game. Right, so the throw now coming from Neil Scannell on the 10-meter line of the Sharks. It's going to be overthrown from them, and it's Bonambi who gets hold of it, but loses contact of the ball, and now it's Munster again now through Hotnet on the 10-meter line of the Sharks. Casey gets it back now. Back it comes now out to the back. It's taken up by Frisk on the 10-meter line of the Sharks. Looks like the Sharks have turned us over, and it's Notcher who picks it up between the 10 and the halfway line. Now, who's that scrum off? Notcher. It's been given out to Kervin Bosch. The kick downfield. Oh, has it been knocked there by Munster? No, yes, says the referee. And it's Calvin Nash who knocked that ball on the 22-meter line. It will be a scrum down to the Sharks. It will be a scrum down to the Sharks on the 22-meter line of Munster, about 10 meters out from the left-hand touchline. John Nell says 2 weeks for the Sharks line-out has been a pick and a mix. Yeah, not sure what's going on there, John. It's very strange seeing that sort of play from Bongi Bonambi. Expect a lot more from Springbok hooker. 1 or 2 throws acceptable, but if you do it back-to-back, then there might be problems. Well, he's not always the guilty party, you notice. The other jumpers also could get the call wrong. Grant Williams to feed this one in. Sharks scrum looking solid here as they try to milk a penalty, but it's not getting there. Now they get the penalty advantage. Notcher picks up off the back. Now, the referee's going to blow on his whistle. There was a little knock-on from Notcher, so the penalty awarded at the scrum here for the Sharks. Laura Yankees says hi from Dublin, Ireland. Come on, Sharks. So this time round, the Sharks are now going to go for the corner here, setting it up 5 meters out from the try line. What can the Sharks do with this one? They need to score a try from this if they're really serious. They've now turned down the 3-pointer, and this is knockout rugby. So here they come, Etzebeth. Another penalty advantage for the Sharks. Sacking that ball from Munster. Bonambi pick up. So Peter Omani making life really difficult for them at the back now. Notcher picks it up again. Sharks still got control now. Oxnashire. 5 meters out from the try line. The Sharks. Tatsuka with a pick up and go. Still the support there. Etzebeth. Is he over the try line? It looks like he's got it down, and although the referee have not awarded this try just yet, they might go upstairs to have a look here. I can't think that anybody could have stopped him there. So they are going to go upstairs to have a look here to see whether a try's been scored or not. Right, so Thijs Prinsloo says, go Sharks, go. Stephen Mark says, Bongi to score here. And then David asked everyone know if they can watch this online. Unfortunately, I don't have a link for you, David, and we can only do the commentary here. Marianne McCarthy says, Munster Rabu. And then Antoinette Gerber says, hi, Guru. How's it going, Antoinette? Right, let's see if the Sharks have scored a try or not. Jeben Etzebeth looked like for all money to be over the try line. And guess who made the tackle? It was Sergio Snyman who made the tackle on Etzebeth there and could have prevented the try from being scored here. Jamie Hall says, hi from Wales. Come on, Sharks. So let's have a look here. Oh, it's Casey and Sergio Snyman who might have just managed to stop Etzebeth from scoring that try. And that will be brilliant defense. So you can't, there's the grounding. That's a try. So I think the try has been scored here. Yeah, the try has been awarded by the referee. So 15 points to 7. The Sharks lead here with the conversion to come. Great work from Evan Etzebeth. And it just almost looked impossible for anybody to stop him. And I forgot for a second that even bigger beasts are playing for Munster in Sergio Snyman. But great stuff from him to keep his composure and dot that one down. Bosch with the conversion then, making it 17 points to 7. Brandon Dalbert says, greetings from KZN. Let's go Sharks. And then Mr. Dion 1984, hello from Australia. Go Sharks. Right, so Yemenetsevets scores the Sharks' second try of the game. And Crowley to get us back underway now with the restart there. It's taken in by Gerbrand Grobler. 25 minutes played in this game. Just outside the 22 now. Grant Williams going with the box kick over the top. Was Mapimpi on side there. He's going to chase up after that one. It's beautifully picked there by Munster on the halfway line. Now Casey, back it comes now to the big men. Taken up by Gavin Coombs. He's a little bit isolated. Is that going to be a penalty to the Sharks? No, in fact, it's the other way around on the halfway line. Not rolling away is the call from Wayne Barnes. So 17 points to 7, and the Sharks give away an easy penalty here on the halfway line for Crowley. Now to kick to the corner. 26 minutes gone in this one. The kick to the corner finds touch round about 15 meters out from the try line. Stephen Mark says, different Sharks team today. Keep it up. And then Johannes Jantjies also says hello. And then Brandon says, do you think the Sharks will take the cup home? It's going to be tough. If there's one team that can do it with the current Springboks that they have, then the Sharks are one of them. And the Stormers are another one. But it's going to be tough. It's going to be really tough. Snyman takes it at the back. 4 Munster off the back now. Hotnet gets it back now to Scannell. Hotnet again. Out it goes to Nash, who takes it up for them. Now Snyman again. Tries to little offload, but picked up by the Sharks now. Do the Sharks have possession here? No, it comes back to Munster. Now it's Jean Klein who takes it up. 10 meters out from the try line. It's Fekitoa. Good defense from Vanderkok on this occasion. Oh, the Sharks have turned this over. And the Sharks now position 10 meters out from the try line, from their own try line. Grant Williams waiting for it. Looks like he's going to go with the box kick over the top now. And that's a good clearance. So it's not going to find touch, will it? Yeah, it will. Brilliant kick from Grant Williams. Finding touch roundabout on the 10-meter line of the Sharks. Munster with the throw into this line out. Right, so it will be a line out to Munster now on the 10-meter line of the Sharks. And it's been picked up by the Sharks, but they're not able to control that ball. Now they've got it. Vanderkok has got it on the 22-meter line. He's going to kick it downfield, not going to find touch. Finds Shane Daly just outside the 22. He's going to go on a little run. Gets the pass out beautifully there to Mike Haley. Caught on the 10-meter line now. Casey, long cut-out pass to Nash. Nash takes it up to run about the halfway line, and still going is Nash now. Nash is still going up to the 22. He goes now, brought down by Buddha Chamberlain inside the 22. Now Casey, back it comes Scannell. Again a chance now out wide. Oh, the Sharks have overturned this round, Janssen van Rensburg, but the referee's going to call him back for a little knock on, and it will be a scrum now to Munster. They might go and have a look whether it was a deliberate knockdown or not. But as it stands now, it is going to be a scrum down to them. Barry says, thanks, Sharks. Well done from Limpopo. And then Stephen Mark says, no, Leinster will be hard to stop. And then Brandon says, true. But let's see. When is the cup match, if I may ask? Not quite sure when the final is. I haven't really checked, Brandon. But it might be, well, it might still be quite a while away. I'm sure it's only after the, it's after all the other cup finishes, the URC, the English Prem and the French top 14, I think. Just talking under correction. So there we go. 20 May is the final, Stephen Mark says. Right, so we have a stoppage in play here for an injury to one of the players. It's Nash who stayed down. So let's just see what's going to be the call here from the referee. Will it be just a scrum down, or will it be a penalty to Munster? It's 17 points to 7 at the moment. Neil Powell looking like a worried guy. Here's the director of rugby for the Sharks. Rumours have it that John Plumtree will be back at the Shark Tank next season to coach the Sharks. And that would be remarkable news for the Sharks if they can get Plumtree back. So we do have an injury break at the moment. It's 17 points to 7. The Sharks lead with 12 minutes or 11 minutes to play in this first half. But Munster on the attack with a scrum down now. Just outside the 22. It's a scrum feed. Casey gets it in. Controlled at the back now. Casey with a little run. Makes it up to the 22-meter line of the Sharks now. Neil Scannell waiting, but a good counter ruck here from the Sharks. Nearly stealing that ball, but John Klein has taken it up for Munster. Now Scannell gets it away. It's sloppy from Munster. Now Casey. Back it comes to Crowley. He gets the little pop pass away to Haley. Still just short of the 22 now. It's taken up Kilcoyne. Just short of the 22 here for Munster. I think the Sharks might have stolen this ball on the ground. No, it still comes back for Munster. Casey in possession. Casey caught by Oxnasham, driven to the ground. Still waiting now. Crowley with a little grubber kick through. And it's going to find touch. Run about 10 meters out from the Sharks try line. 10 minutes left in this first half. The Sharks now with a line-out. Line-outs haven't been the greatest so far. For Nambi to throw this one in for the Sharks. About 10 meters out from their own try line is the Sharks at the moment. It's again a sloppy throw in from the Sharks, but Thomas Tatoy have managed to secure this one for the Sharks now. Grant Williams looking to get this kick away for the Sharks now and looking to find a bit of distance on this. He is going to find touch round about on the, well, between the 10 and the 22-meter line of the Sharks. So still an attacking play here for Munster. 17 points to 7. The Sharks lead this game. It's going to be Neil Scannell to throw this one in for them. It's going to find Arceus Neyman now. Casey back to Crowley on a loop around. They come now. Here's a chance for us. Gets it out to Haley now. Daly up over the 22. Cuts back on the inside. He's just 10 meters out from the try line now. Casey again. Back it comes to Peter Romani. Casey once again back on the inside. Take a brilliant break. Gavin Coons. It's about 7 or 8 meters out right in the middle of the field. John Klein now takes it up 5 meters out. Casey again. Arceus Neyman. He's going to go a little load off to Scannell. 2 meters out from the try line. Casey again out to Kilcoyne. Casey waiting for it now. Gets the pass out to Peter Romani. Still 2 meters out from the try line. Snyman with his hands on the ball. Looks like he's going to get the little pop pass away. Still 2 meters out from the try line is Munster. Munster looking to get another try here before half-time. It's a drive. Can they get over the try line? No, they can't. Still 2 meters out from the try line is Munster. Solid defense from the Sharks so far. Munster still coming, and they've got the try this time. Low body position, and it's a try to Munster. And it's not sure. Let's see who gets the try for them. But it's try time to Munster, and it's Dave Kilcoyne who has darted down for the try. His 7th European Cup try in 58 appearances for Dave Kilcoyne. Second try for Munster then. The first one scored by Shane Daly. The second one by Dave Kilcoyne. For the Sharks, Jaden Hendrickse and Durban Etzebeth crossing over the try line in this first half. So this game's still far from over. It's well, it should be an easy conversion to come. And with 7.5 minutes to go in this first half, it should be coming down to the wire, this one. unless the Sharks can really, well, take it away in the second half, but I don't think it's going to be the case. This Irish side is just too much of a quality side to lay down. 7 minutes to go in this first half. 17-12 with a conversion to come. Should really be a gimme for Crowley. And well struck and through it goes. So a 3-point game here between the Sharks and Munster at the moment, with 7 minutes to play in this first half. Can one of these two teams score again just before half-time? It's going to be interesting to see as Kevin Bosch to get us back underway from the halfway line. Well, we've just got a small stoppage here for one of the players, Dave Kilcoyne, receiving some attention here at the moment before we got this kickoff underway. 6 minutes to play in this first half. It's a 3-point game between the two sides. And let's see if the Sharks can strike again before half-time. Kevin Bosch with the kickoff then from the halfway line. Mapimpi chasing down here and nearly getting hold of that ball. It's sloppy from Munster, but first knocked down by Mapimpi. And it will be a scrum down to Munster right on the 22-meter line of Munster. 6 minutes to play in this first half. 17 points to 14 it is at the moment. 17-14 the scoreboard at the moment. Sharks leading by 3 points. 2 tries apiece so far. Shane Daly and Dave Kilcoyne for Munster, and Jaden Hendrickson and Eben Etzebeth for the Sharks in this first half. The try scorers of this contest so far. It's a 3-point game, however. A Kevin Bosch penalty separating the two teams at the moment. As Casey now to feed this one in just outside the 22 of Munster. A big shot from the Sharks. And that ball is going to spill out the back, and it's picked up by Grant Williams. Gets it away to Kolisi. A little back pass, and it's been stolen by Munster now inside the 22. About 10 meters out from the try line. As Casey's got his hands on the ball from the ruck here. Sharks should have done better there with that ball. As the ball gets kicked away between the 22 and the 10 of Munster. Sharks line out coming up. Khaleesi maybe should have held on to that ball. Tried to look for the little pop pass. Well, in fact, there might have been a little knock-on from Munster, which the referee didn't see there. But either way, line out to the Sharks between the 10 and the 22 of Munster. Bonambi with the throw-in. Finds Notch at the back, and here comes the driving maul from the Sharks now. Snyman causing all sorts of problems in this maul now for the Sharks. And yeah, the Sharks are going to lose this ball. Great work from Ergia Snyman. And another disappointing move comes to an end from the Sharks there. Piers Geldenhuys says ek lees hulle die Wêreldbeker trekking oorgedoen. Ons speel nou in Engeland se groep. So no, it's not Pierre. It's probably an April Fool's joke. A lot of these doing the rounds. So yeah, it will be a scrum down to Munster then. Really disappointing again there from the Sharks on that occasion. But either way, it's a 3-point game here between the two sides with 3 minutes to play in this first half. Can the Sharks or Munster strike again before halftime? Yeah, Pierre says it's April Fool's. Absolutely. Well, for those of you wondering what that sound in the background, it is not the hooter. Very close to the railway. And I think it's just the trains giving a shout out to the Sharks there. Right, so the kids are having quite some fun here at Kings Park, the swimming pool in full use, and showing some of those clips all around. It's quite a festival at the Shark Tank today, with a double header coming, the Curry Cup game also coming up a little bit later, and then also a lot of DJs at the stadium today. So a lot of fun at the Shark Tank if you can get that, if you can get there to attend. 17 points to 14. We have a stoppage in play here, so let's just bring that clock back. So scrum down here to Munster then, as Casey will feed this one in for them. It's a big shove from the Sharks, but a free kick to Munster. Early shove there from the Sharks. And let's see what Crowley will do with this one. Looks like they're going to just send it downfield. Stephen Mark says April Fools dat Engeland gekwalifiseer het. Yeah, it's a pity that England not playing that great at the moment. So the kick downfield, and it's going to be collected by Notch between the 22 and the 10 of the Sharks, and a big counter ruck here from Munster. Nearly saw them steal that ball, but Grant Williams have got his hands on it now, gets it out to Bonambi. Bonambi brought down by Scannell just outside the 22, and Kevin Bosch with a kick downfield, looking for space, only going to find Crowley, who's going to send it back and looking for a 50-22. Unfortunately for him, it's going to go directly into touch, and the Sharks will have a line out round about between the 10 and the halfway line inside Munster's half. So it's a 3-point game with a minute and a half to go. The Sharks will be looking to capitalize on this one. Shark Brain says, lekker guru, like dinge chomma. It's all right, Shark Brain. Het 'n bietjie probleme van YouTube af gehad die week. My monetization weggevat, so ons doen hierdie vir die love of the game. We'll probably be back on the monetization on the 25th of April, due to all those videos that I've uploaded over the course of time. I've had some issues with that, so we'll just try and work around that in the future. But for now, we're enjoying this game. Munster with the box kick over the top here as they've stolen that line out. And a bounce of the ball, not kind for Mapimpi. It's picked up by Nash now, just outside the 22. And now it's Munster on the attack just before halftime. They knock it on, luckily for the Sharks. And now Mapimpi is going to try and counter-attack here from inside his own 22 now. Sets it up, Grant Williams waiting for it. Comes back again to Notch, tackled by Gavin Coombs. Right in the middle of the field on the 22-meter line. Grant Williams gets it out to Kevin Bosch, kicks it downfield into the hands of Mike Haley. He's going to counter-attack from the 10-meter line of Munster up to the halfway, now up to the Sharks 10. It's Nash again. Driven back in the tackle now, Casey. Back they come, Crowley gets the pass out to Snyman, who knocks it on. And that is going to be the end of the first half. So a 3-point lead then for the Sharks at halftime. And it's been pretty sloppy at times during this first 40 minutes. Luke Lyon says, hello, how's it going, Luke? And then Shark Brain says, when Sharks over 12 points, first half, money in the bank. Great work there, Shark Brain. So 14 to Munster, 17 to the Sharks. We've seen tries from Shane Daly and Dave Kilcoyne for Munster. And we've also seen tries from Jaden Hendrickse as well as Etzebeth for the Sharks. We are going to take a quick break, but when we do come back, we will be doing the second half. So don't go anywhere. Right, guys, we are back here for the second half between the Sharks and Munster, and we should be looking forward to a really good game here in the second half. Both teams scoring 2 tries in that opening half. Uh, Munster hitting first with the first try through Shane Daly. Then Jaden Hendrickse got over for the Sharks, and then also again for Munster, it was Dave Kilcoyne who got over and Eben Etzebeth for the Sharks. So, yeah, we're looking forward to a really good second half here between the teams. The Sharks have made one replacement here in the second half. Just looking to see who it is. I think it's Emil van Heerden who's on the field for the Sharks. So it might be that either Eben Etzebeth or Gerbrand Grobler might have left the field for the Sharks in that after the halftime. So we'll find out in just a bit. Gerbrand Grobler still on the field. So it might be Eben Etzebeth who's left the field. Jaden Hendrickse already off with an injury. So let's hope it's not Eben Etzebeth who's left the field. If it is, we might be in for a bit of problems in that second half. Right, so it's going to be Munster to kick from left to right. So Eben Etzebeth is not going to play in that second half. He doesn't look too injured, though they're showing him on the site now. So not quite sure what the problem is there, but Eben Etzebeth has left the field and Emil van Heerden has come on for the Sharks for the second half. It is a big blow for the Sharks going into the second half. Mostert says, I wish we Sharks can play like we Pumas. So the Pumas pumping the Cheetahs last night, but let's be fair, it was a second string Cheetahs side last night, but well done to the Pumas. Massive scoreline there. So 17-14, we're going to have the second half underway in just a bit. Munster now making their way onto the field for the second half. So it's going to be an interesting second half to come. Sharks lead by 3. As news now from the Shark bench, basically, Jaden Hendrickse is off as in the play. Grant Williams is on. And now Eben Etzebeth also off at halftime with Emil van Heerden to replace him now on the field. So Munster to get the second half underway for us, playing from left to right on my screen. And it's Crowley who will get proceedings underway for us. Can the Sharks pull this one off? Right, so here's the kickoff. It's a high-hanging kickoff, but it's knocked on by the Sharks and taken by Jean Klein early on in the second half here. As Casey waits for it, gets it out to Scannell. Crowley again throws a little dummy just short of the 22 now. Here's Munster. So taken up by Haley now. Haley tackled well by Tutuka. Here comes Frisk now. The outside centre for Munster, just outside the 22. It's taken up there by the forwards. Casey again waiting for it. Now comes back to Crowley. Flat pass to Snyman. They come Haley again. Fekitoa gets the pass out to Hotnet. Hotnet straightens up just shy of the 22 now of the Sharks. Casey, Crowley, Snyman. Snyman with a pop pass to Kilcoyne. He's a little bit isolated. Chachuka over that ball. Can he win the penalty for the Sharks? No. Comes back Casey against Scannell. Tackled by Oxnashire. Just short of the 22 now, but it looks like the Sharks have stolen this ball. And a penalty to the Sharks. Holding on the ground. Great work done there by the Ox. And the Sharks have got the penalty. Shark Brain says, shame, Etzebeth broke another nail. Master says, we play like team, play everything what they have, referring to the Pumas. So we've had 2 minutes. The Sharks with the kick downfield, going to find touch on the 10-meter line of Munster. So the Sharks doing well to avoid the attack there from Munster. 17-14 at the moment. 2 minutes gone in the second half. On a 10-meter line of Munster now. The Sharks with a throw in. Bongi Bunambi to the front. They go to Grobler. They set up the maul now. And Bonambi now controlling at the back, right on the right-hand touchline here, the Sharks. Grant Williams waiting for it. Needs to come out now. Oh, Munster have done it again. No, this time it's going to be a penalty, wheeling that or sacking that maul, and another penalty to the Sharks. Shark Brain says Ox playing like he wants to go to the World Cup. Absolutely. Probably will too, Shark Brain. So this time it's Snyman who stayed down for Munster. And that's the last thing we want to see. There's another Springbok down, but it looks like it's just tying his shoes this time round. Sharks find touch about right on the 22-meter line. So not the greatest of kick there from Bosch. Sharks still leading by that 3 points from half-time. Can they turn this into more points? Throw-in taken by Emil van Heerden now. The Sharks have another driving maul from the 22-meter line. 5 meters from the right-hand touchline. Grant Williams needs to get this one out. They mustn't make the same mistake. Another penalty to the Sharks. So this is becoming dangerous for Munster now. Sharks just going to kick that to the corner again. In from the side, says the referee. This time round against Munster. And Bosch now to kick this to the corner. Sets it up round about 10 meters out from the try line. Good opportunity here for the Sharks. After they absorbed the first 2 minutes of pressure from Munster. 7 penalties conceded by Munster. Only 1 by the Sharks in this game. Line out taken by the Sharks. Here they come with the driving maul again. And another penalty advantage to them. But they might not need it this time round. As it's Bonambi who goes over for the try. And Bongi Bonambi gets the Sharks' 3rd try this game. Brilliant stuff there from the Sharks. And 22 points to 14 with a conversion to come. That's much better. But bad news here is Bongi Bonambi has stayed down after that. I think he might just be a bit, his wind might just be out from the tackle on him. But great stuff from the Sharks with that driving maul. Came off the back, tackled by Gavin Coombs. And then, yeah, just hit his boot there into the stomach. So it might just be a little bit of a wind gone there for him. Pierre says, Lekker Bongi. So 22-14 with a conversion to come for the Sharks. Yeah, he's back on his feet. And now Kevin Bosch from around about outside of 22, 5 meters out from the right-hand touchline. Missed only 1 penalty so far in this game. 22-14 it is at the moment. Can he get this conversion to put the Sharks back into a 10-point lead? Desperately need that lead going into this last 40 minutes of the game. Shark wants Sharks forever. Never give up, says Munster there. 6 minutes gone in the second half. And Bosch now with a conversion attempt for the Sharks. He struck it well, and that's a beautiful kick from him. Puts the Sharks into a 24-14 lead now. Don't forget, I got the poll up on the channel here. Who will win this game? Sharks with 79% so far. Munster with 21%. So 24-14 it is. The restart then from Crowley. It's taken by Van Heerden for the Sharks just outside the 22. Good drive there from him. Grant Williams is now waiting for this one. Just outside the 22 for the Sharks. Now 10 meters from the right-hand touchline. Goes to the box kick over the top. And Vanderkok chasing up after that, but well taken by Haley for Munster on the halfway line. KC is now waiting for it. Gets it out to Gavin Coombs. Flat pass there to Snyman. Again taken up by Kilcoy now. Just short of the 10-meter line of the Sharks. The Sharks have turned this one over. Grant Williams have got his hands on it now. Kulisi up to the halfway line. He's, is he brought down? Yes, he is. Right on the right-hand touchline now. Grant Williams is waiting for this one to come out. Gets it back to Kevin Bosch now. It's Rowan Janssen van Rensburg getting that ball on the back foot on the 10-meter line of the Sharks now. Grant Williams again back to Bosch. Bosch going with the kick downfield, looking for a 50-22. Mapimpi is flying after that one, and it's Fekitoa has got hold of it. He's brought down 10 meters out from the try line. Who's going to get this ball? Will the Sharks be able to steal this on the ground? No, they can't. Good leg drive, Casey, or sloppy from them. It's turned over by the Sharks now. Vincent Tatuka. Tatuka gets it out to Rowan Janssen van Rensburg. Cuts back on the inside. He's brought down 10 meters out from the try line. Williams again, Mapimpi. Out to Kulisi. Oh, tried to offload. Now it's into the hands of Vanna Koch. Penalty to the Sharks here. That ball got slapped down by one of the Munster players, but it's only a penalty, nothing more. Oh, Emil van Heerden also not looking great at the moment, as he's going to receive some attention now. Remember, Jebanetsevet has already left the field here. So the only replacement still there for the Sharks in this one is, let's have a look here quickly. Here's the bench of the Sharks. So Kieran van Vuren, Tukansunu, Kalusari, Emil van Heerden. So Buthelezi will probably come onto the field, and then they'll have to move maybe Notchet to the lock, because that's a bit already off the field here. Yeah, there goes Emil van Heerden as well. So let's see who they're going to bring on. Yeah, Buthelezi comes onto the field for the Sharks then. So I'm not sure who's going to play at lock now. Maybe Vincent Tatuka. He has played there before, so it won't be a surprise if he slots in at number 4 now for them. A couple of changes have been made for Munster as well. Just couldn't see who it was. We'll get to find out the info real soon. So 8.5 minutes gone in this one. The Sharks now on the attack, 5 meters out, taken by Grobler. Sharks now on the drive with a driving maul here. Can they get it going forward? Bonambi controls at the back. It's try number 2 for Bonambi. And the Sharks are now starting to get the upper hand here. Another try to the Sharks. 29-14 with a conversion to come. Brandon says we shall be taking this one home. Pierre Geldenay says lekker Sharks. 29-14, 9 minutes gone in the second half. And the Sharks have now scored 2 quick tries in the second half through driving mauls. Bonambi getting both of those tries for the Sharks. Munster, unfortunately, having no answer here to this. This Connor Murray on the field for Munster, as well as also, let's see, Wickerly is on as well. But the Sharks now in control of this game. 9 minutes into the second half. Bosch now with the conversion attempt coming up from about 5 meters out from the right-hand touch line, just outside the 22. Sharks 29, Munster 14. Second half here. Sharks are doing really well in this opening 10 minutes of the second half. Bosch to try and convert this one for them. 10 minutes gone in the second half. 30 minutes to play. Sharks got 4 tries to 2 of Munster so far. The penalty or the conversion hits the upright and back off. So the score remains 29 points to 14. It's a 15-point lead for the Sharks. Pierre says lekker bongi, and Mamania says away. Right, Crowley to get us back underway then. Right, so the kickoff taken by Grobler just outside the 22 then. Grant Williams is now waiting for this one. Slow ball for the Sharks just outside the 22, controlling this one now. Grant Williams back to Rowan Janssen van Rensburg. Kevin Bosch, they're running this from the round 22. Look, Anyam into space. Back on the inside to Bosch. Bosch still going. Here comes the Sharks again. He could go all the way. Go, he's passed it back on the inside, and Crowley has picked it up for Munster now on the 22-meter line. Should have gone left, gone on the inside. And now Munster have possession. Conor Murray gets it out now, just outside their own 22. Here's Munster now. Murray is waiting for it. He's looked like he's going to go with a box kick over the top. The chase now coming from Nash. Well taken by Pepsi Buthelezi. Sharks have got possession just inside the half of Munster now. Oxnashire tackled by Jean Klein. Sharks still controlling this one. Grant Williams in control of it. Just inside the half of Munster now. Grant Williams going with a box kick. Oh, it's not a great kick. It's going to be taken by Fritsch here for Munster. Now Murray again. Gets it out to Gavin Coombs. Tackled by Thomas de Toey. Murray is waiting for it. So here they come, going with a box kick over the top is Murray. And not a great kick from him as well. But it seems like who's got possession here? It's Munster's got possession on the ground. Just inside their own half now. Murray again out to Dave Kilcoyne. Tackled by Thomas de Toey. That ball spills out the back. Now Fekitoa picks it up. He goes on a run. Just up over the 10-meter line of Munster. Murray, oh, it's been knocked on by Munster now. Mapimpi now on a counter-attack. Can I get this away? It's Notch back on the inside to Chamberlain. Chamberlain brought down on the 10-meter line. High tackle from Munster. Mapimpi will pick up and go. Gets the pass out to Vandercock. Vandercock into space now. He's going to cut back on the inside, and it's strike time to the Sharks again. It's Vandercock in for the try, and that should be game, set, and match for the Sharks here with a conversion to come. Brilliant stuff. Brandon says, so on the matches onsen. And then Leonard also says, bad news to Luna are beating the Cheetahs. Leonard also says, Shark Brain is going to buy us all the beers when the Sharks win. And then Leonard also says, why did he not pass on the left? Heck. And then Brandon also says, thinking the same thing, but a try to Vandercock has put the Sharks in a demanding lead here, 20-point lead with a conversion to come. Leonard says, wow, Lions are demolishing Munster. Not quite sure what you're referring to there, Leonard. Right, so Pierre says, scheme Sharks trap no defect. Yeah, this is some quite incredible play here from the Sharks at the moment. Banner says, man, being a Shark supporter is one heck of an emotional roller coaster. Absolutely. And Sharks in a feeding frenzy now. And then Brandon also says, ja nee, hulle druk nou. So that conversion has gone over as well. So 36-14 it is now. And we've had 15 minutes in the second half. 22-point lead for the Sharks. Leonard says, I mean, Sharks are demolishing Munster. 15 minutes into the second half, 5-2. Leonard says, I got too excited. Yeah, you don't see this every day. It's like they summed it up. It must be one heck of an emotional roller coaster ride being a Shark supporter at the moment, which is true. The restart not controlled by the Sharks, and it's been taken by Jean Klein now. Here comes Munster on the counter-attack. It's taken up by Crowley between the 22 and the 10 now. Crowley, Haley, thumping tackle from the Sharks, and it's been picked up by Makazola Mapimpi. He could go all the way, but the referee's going to call them back here for a knock-on from the Sharks. Well, just a little knock from the Sharks on the 10-meter line inside their own half there. The tackle, a knock-on in the tackle there. Otherwise, Mapimpi would have been gone. Shark Brain says, Munster is literally the weakest team from Ireland. Don't forget about Connacht, Shark Brain. So you've got Leinster, Ulster, Munster. Well, Munster is supposed to be the second best team from what I know. But Ulster probably right up there. And then they've got Connacht. So Kendallin on for Coombs as well now. Jamie Hall says, I think it's time to open a beer. Right, so Murray to feed this one in. Scrum goes down, unfortunately, so we will have a reset scrum then. But what a lead here for the Sharks. Please don't screw this up. 36-14 it is at the moment. Sharks leading by a whopping 22 points. Leonard says, what with the ref? I hate this rule where you tackle the ball out of the player's hand and it's a knock-on. Durban Nix 101 says, same roller coaster as the Bokke here. Hey, boys? Absolutely. So 36-14, the scoreline here at the moment. We still got 24 minutes or 23 minutes to play in the second half here. Anything can still happen. Murray with the feed now gets it up. Crowley, Nash got it away. Oh, it's been taken by Kevin Bosch, and Kevin Bosch is going to run all the way for the try for the Sharks. That's game over, surely. Try time to the Sharks, and it's another one for them. 41 points to 14. Mistakes happening all around the field at the moment for Munster. 6 tries to the Sharks, 2 to Munster. Kevin Bosch gets the try. Absolutely brilliant. Brandon says, just don't get a big head. Sharks play clean. Try, boys. And then Kunrad Kunung says, you beauty. So 41-14 with a conversion to come. Warren Becker says, lovely Sharks. Well, if it goes right on a day, everything works out for them. A try to Kevin Bosch. And yeah, it is what it is. Leonard says the kid Abrams should come on now and do the finishing touches. Then Kennan says, let's go, boys. So 41-14 with a conversion to come from Kevin Bosch now. Mamania says, so much blood in the water now. Yeah, the Sharks are in a feeding frenzy. Calls for celebrations. Let's hope the Stormers do the same a little bit later today as well. We will be doing the live commentary on that one as well. Shark Bread says, Sharks finally made enough money to pay off the ref. Now, Shark Brain. The conversion is a beauty from Kevin Bosch. And it seems like he can't do anything wrong at the moment. So 43 points to 14, and we've still got 20 minutes to play in the second half. But as far as the contest, I think this game is done and dusted now. Leonard says, let's put 60 on Munster Sharks. Yeah, let's get them back for their win against the Springbok A side during last year's end of year tour. The restart not collected by the Sharks, and Munster now got it on the 10-meter line of the Sharks. Here they come again. Crowley, the pass out to Pekitoa. Long cut up pass to Nash. Nash now on the run. Nash still going. 5 meters out from the try line. Pekitoa. Big run here from the forwards. Ball spills out the back. And the Sharks on a counter attack again. But the referee's going to come back for a penalty. Well, otherwise it would have been try time to the Sharks again. Running it from their own try line. Brandon says, no, bro, let's make it 74. Or what is that? 74, yeah. So instead, Munster now going to kick this to the corner. Leonard says, this ref is making me gnar. Right, so Van Vuren on for Bonambi, Ntunu on for Oxnashire, Carlu Sari on for Thomas de Toey. So whole new front row for the Sharks as well. 43 points to 14 it is. Munster now 5 meters out from the try line with this line up. Taken in there. And the driving maul now coming up here. It was taken up beautifully there by them, and here they come. Try time to Munster. So is this game really over yet? It's a 5-pointer for them, and they jump to 19 points. It's Barron who gets to try the replacement hooker. So try time to Munster. This game might not be over just yet. 43 points to 19 with a conversion to come. Will we see the comeback of the season in the Heineken Cup? With 18 minutes to play in this game. Crowley now with a conversion attempt. Jack Crowley. 43-19. Important kick coming up for Munster. Leonard asked where is Ben Tupperwise. So he is on the bench. So he's still to come, Leonard. The conversion goes over and it's 43-21. So game's not over yet. Let's hope the Sharks don't go into a defending frenzy now. They've scored 6 beautiful tries, but they need to finish this one off. Ad Nichols says, hi, how's it going? Hope you're good. 18 minutes to go in this one. 140 people watching. Thanks for the support, guys. Don't forget to press that like button and support the channel. Kevin Bosch with the restart then, and it's a high-hanging kickoff. Well taken by Munster now. Tupperwise on the field for the Sharks as well now. So taken up just outside the 22 by Munster now. It's Murray. Crowley gets it out to Haley. Running sideways now. Cuts back on the inside. Nearly into a half gap there. So they come now. Crowley again. Back it comes. Driven up here by the forwards of Munster now. It's taken up beautifully there by Wickerly. Klein, back it comes now. Barron, oh, beautiful break here from Fringe. And Fringe into space here for Munster. Gets the pass away. But the bounce of the ball not gone. Now comes back to Haley though. On a 10-meter line of the Sharks. Connor Murray now. Back it comes Barron. Munster looking like a renewed side now. Crowley again. Back to Fekitoa. Intercepted by Mapimpi. And Mapimpi could be away here. Nobody's going to stop Mapimpi. Try time under the balls for the Sharks. Wow. Here comes the 50-pointer. 48-21. Makazola Mapimpi. No stopping them. Brandon says, I really missed the way the crowd would go when Beast had the ball. And then Sharkbrain says, so soon as Etzebeth goes off, Sharks score 4 tries. Don't be like that, Sharkbrain. Come on. So 48-21, and Mapimpi has just scored the 7th try for the Sharks. Yep, Leonard, we are very happy today. After the disappointment of last week, this is much better from the Sharks. Still 15 minutes to go in this game. Sharks now can bring up the 50-pointer. Can they do this? Oh, it's such an easy kick. It's right in front. So Kevin Bosch shouldn't have a problem with this one. 15 minutes to go in this game. The Sharks lead by a whopping scoreline. A whole 29 points if this kick goes over. Yeah, over it goes. So 50 points up for the Sharks. 50-21. Mostert says, prachtig, ek dink Scottish en sing sommer Flower of Scotland. Ja, nee, kyk, die Sharks speel 'n fantastiese game vandag, né? Salah says, wow, I did not expect this. Don't worry, I didn't as well. As much as I love the Sharks, I didn't see this scoreline come. 50-21. The restart now, and it's going to be taken by Grobler, who's had a really good game for the Sharks today. Grant Williams waiting at the back here. Is just waiting for this one. Comes out the back and goes for the kick downfield. Will find touch round about on the 10-meter line of the Sharks. coming to think of it now, I'm looking to find a man of the match here. Must say Grant Williams was really good since he come on for Hendricks. Mapimpi had a really good game. The likes of Grobler have been fantastic today. Bonambi's been good, apart from that first couple of throw-ins. So there's quite a few contenders here. Here comes Munster, Fekitoa now. On the halfway line, they're going to try and attack now. Murray gets it out to Wickerley. Wickerley trying to get that out to Crowley, who kicks it downfield. That ball is going to roll. Kevin Bosch is just going to run it out into touch. So line out 10 meters out from the Sharks try line for Munster now. Dave Davis asking, what are the chances that the Sharks finish 8th in the URC and go and beat Leinster in the quarterfinal? Well, very, very possible. Very possible. Donnie van Rensburg says Sharks doing well with 40% ex-Stormers players. That's a cheap shot, Donnie. Right, so let's see what's going to happen. Throw in, line out stolen by the Sharks now. Kieran van Vieren. He's going to just bring it down for the Sharks. Still going. Leg drive from Kieran van Vieren there. 10 meters out from the try line now. Grant Williams again waiting for this one. Slow ball coming back for the Sharks with 12 minutes to play in this game. Buta Chamberlain with a kick downfield. He's been quiet today, but he's done the basics right. Finds touch just outside the Sharks' 22-meter line. Sharks probably got this one in the back. 29-point lead means that Munster will have to score, 4 converted tries and a penalty to win this game. So I'm guessing with 12 minutes to go, I think that's a little bit out of the question at the moment for them. Right, here they come again, Wickerley now. It's a beautiful break by Haley, and Haley's going to go all the way for the try for Munster. Don't write them off just yet. Wow, what a break from Munster. And they're up to 26 points here with 12 minutes to play. Brandon says, dis die bokke in die game, ek sê julle. Durban says that is a good one, Donnie. Weird world of modern sport. Hey, referring to the 40% ex-Stormers players. Right, so Mike Haley gets the try down for them. Is it too little, too late for Munster? 50-26 with a conversion to come. 11 minutes to play. Jack Crowley to take this conversion for them. Just going to move out from the screen. Not sure if I'm allowed to smoke on screen. So the conversion goes over, and Munster now on 28. So 50 points to 28 with about 11 minutes to play in this game. Mike Haley, the fullback of Munster, getting a superb try there for them. And with about 10 minutes to play, the Sharks should be home and dry in this one. Oh, John Plumtree sitting there in the stands, and looks like it's almost a certainty that Plumtree will be taking over the coaching for the Sharks next season. Kevin Bosch to get us back underway here on the halfway line. The restart now, chased down by Mapimpi, and it's knocked on by Munster. Sia Khaleesi now got the ball on the 22-meter line. Can the Sharks get possession here? Looks like they're struggling to get hold of this ball, but they do get it back. Grobler now, out to Kieran van Vieren on the 22-meter line of Munster now. The Sharks on the attack. Takir Abrams gets it out to Vincent Tatuka. Slow ball coming back again for the Sharks now. The Tukam Chunu. Back it comes to Grobler. Sharks playing a little bit backwards at the moment. Now 5 meters out from the 22. Grant Williams again. Back to Carlos Sadi, who knocks it on. Now it's a counter-attack opportunity for Munster. It's Nash who breaks. Nash gets the offload away. Now suddenly Munster on the attack, but a little forward pass from Munster. And it will be a scrum down. Well, they're going to go back for that first knock-on from Carl. Well, no. It's going to be a scrum down to the Sharks. It's one of the Munster players who's going to have to be replaced here due to a blood injury. But so far, so good. Let's just stop the clock right there, as we will have an injury break to one of the Munster players. Sharkbrain says, Sharks fans totally shocked last week when they were the worst team in South Africa, and today they're playing like real Springboks, one must say. So the Sharks also receiving some attention. Gabran Grobler down at the moment for the Sharks. 50 points to 28 it is at the moment. Sharks leading by 22 points here with 9 minutes to play in this game. Can they finish the job now? It will be a scrum down to the Sharks on the 10-meter line of Munster now. I must say, Gabran Grobler having an awesome game today. I think I'm going to go as far as to say that Grobler might just get the man of the match reward today. There has been there's been a few contestants for that. Like I said earlier, Bongi Bonambi had a really good game. Ox and Asher were good. Thomas de Toy was really good. The likes of Vincent Tatuka has been good. Notch has been solid. Grant Williams, when he replaced Jaden Hendricks, were really good. The likes of Kevin Bosch have been solid. He might even go away with the award as well today. And then the likes of Mapimpi has been solid. Rowan Janssen van Rensburg and Lukanya, I'm a little bit quiet today. Vanna Kok has been solid as well. He's had 5 carries, 76 meters made, 3 defenders beaten, and made 6 tackles. So even Vanna Kok himself has had a really, really good game today. It will be a Sharks scrum down, so let's just get the clock back underway as Grant Williams will feed this one in. Buta Chamberlain is at fullback, Sharkbrain. Free kick to the Sharks from that scrum. Buta has been solid at the back, but I personally prefer him at the fly half. But Bosch has been really good the last couple of weeks and really keeping Chamberlain out of the number 10 jersey so far. 9 minutes to play in this one. The crowd now starting to do the Mexican wave here, acting smart, knowing that the Sharks probably has got this one in the bag. Sharks have opted to go for the scrum again, just killing off important time here in this game. Big scrum at the back now. Grant Williams gets it out. Oh, Tupperwise knocked it on. And now Fekitoa gets the ball away to Crowley. But too many loose ends there, and the referee blows on his whistle for another scrum down to Munster then. So Ben Tupperwise just knocking that ball on. 8 minutes to play in this game. Sharkbrain says Buta and Bosch makes a good combo. Let's go for the 60. 8 minutes left in this game. It's going to be Connor Murray to feed this one in for Munster. Just run about the 10-meter line of Munster in the middle of the field here. It's a 22-point game at the moment. The Sharks well and truly in the lead here. Connor Murray to feed this one in at the back now, controlling it, going the blind side here, working it through. It's Fringe who takes it up for them, up to the halfway line. Back on the inside, Jean Klein now up to the halfway line. Pick up and go now from Fringe again, making it just up over the halfway line now. Crowley back to into space goes Hotnet. Hotnet up to the 22-meter line for Munster now. Right in the middle of the field now, Connor Murray. He's brought down by Pepsi Buthelezi right on the 22-meter line. Munster now on the attack. Fekitoa looking for that little offload. Gets it out now. French again now. It's out to Nash. Haley with a little kick on the inside. Bounce of the ball is going to be important, but it goes over the dead ball line. So it will be a 22-meter dropout for the Sharks now. KB87 says, Ben is not the best that the Sharks have. Yeah, look, the likes of Mana Sport hit a quality player, but I think he's out injured at the moment. So that's why Ben Tupperwire is there. We also heard that the Keir Abrams will be leaving the Sharks at the end of this season. So he's probably just finishing up his career with the Sharks here. So they're moving to the French club. Kevin Bosch with a 22-meter dropout. And the chase coming, but it's taken by Nash for Munster. Now Conor Murray tackled by Pepsi Buthelezi. Hartnett gets it up now, trying to work it up as the Munster forwards now up to the 10-meter line of the Sharks. Conor Murray wickedly, long color pass on Crowley, and into touch it goes. It will be a Sharks line out, roundabout on the 10-meter line of the Sharks. 50 points to 28 at the moment. We've got 4 minutes, well, around about 5 minutes to go. Line out to the Sharks between the 10 and the halfway line inside Sharks territory. Makazola Mapimpi at 7 carries, 70 meters made, 2 try assists, 5 defenders beaten, and 4 gain line success. I think that warrants for a man of the match performance today from Makazola Mapimpi. Karlan Grobler takes it in at the line out for the Sharks now. Driving maul set up by them. Kieran van Vieren controlling that ball at the back here for the Sharks. 5 minutes to go. Ben Tupperwire now. He's going to straighten it up for the Sharks. Just short of the halfway line. Grant Williams now out to Grobler again. Good defense from Munster on this occasion, but time is running out for them. Grant Williams just waiting for that ball to come back the Sharks' way. Looks like he's going to go with a box kick over the top. Yeah, good little kick there over the top now. Mapimpi chasing it down. Well taken by Nash, though, for Munster. Conor Murray, Crowley again. Gets the pass out to Fekitoa. He's looking to straighten things up to the halfway line. Still they come now. It's taken up beautifully. David Perry says, let's give Guru a like. Morning from Canada. How's the crowd at Kings Park? It's looking better for the Sharks. Not full. Definitely not going to come up with the with what the Stormers might do a little bit later on, but still a decent crowd, David. Right, so we've got a penalty to Munster on the halfway line. They're offside by the Sharks. So with 4 minutes to go, it is what it is for Munster. The Sharks have played a fantastic second half here to really outrun these guys. 7 tries to 4 at the moment. 3.5 minutes to go. That kick is going to find touch about 10 meters out from the Sharks try line. It's only going to take a miracle for Munster now to win this game. Surely. Sharks have done more than enough to win this game and off to the quarterfinals in the Heineken Cup. Which better way than to do it in front of the home crowd? It's going to get tougher from here on in, but if there's one team that can do it with all the players that they've got to their disposal, the Sharks are one of those teams that can do it. Leonard Dubé says Erkes Neyman was silent this half. Now he was replaced by Wickerly a little bit earlier on, and it's over the try line for Munster from that driving maul. So they do get another try here, 50 points to 33. Jean-Andre Stein says, good morning, Guru, from Brazil. Let me know where all you guys are from in this next 2 minutes to get a shout out. 50 points to 33 it is. And the Sharks have managed to pull this game off. Going to the quarterfinals of the biggest club competition in world rugby at the moment. 50 points to 33. The conversion coming up for them. Dave Davis says he's from Spain, so keep that coming for the next 2 minutes. It's 50 points to 35. And Leonard Dubé says he's from Roodepoort. Just a shout out to everybody from where they are from across the world at the moment. Jean-Andre Strain from Brazil, Dave Davis from Spain, and Leonard from Roodepoort. Sharks with a minute and a half to go in this one. it's definitely a win for the Sharks here today. Antoinette Valverde says from Spain, Pierre from Lichtenberg, and then Yakana Mostert says ek sal op die oomblik in Israel. Brandon says all the way from KZN in Bergville. Donnie, as a Stormer supporter, well done, Sharks. Thanks, Kuru. Byron Knight says from East London. Dion Cordier from Cape Town, and Laura Yankees from Dublin in Ireland. So here comes Munster again from the from their own 10-meter line. Yes, they can. So it comes back to Takir Abrams now up to the 10-meter line of the Sharks. David says, how's it from Maidstone, Kent in the UK? And then also Andrew says, how's it from the French Alps? So there's about 10 seconds left in this game. And the Sharks have done it. 50 points to 35. We will have another line out here for, I think, for Munster. Roundabout on the between the 22 and the 10-meter line inside their own half. Ina Skitter says, thanks, Guru. Brandon says, well deserved, Sharks. All my respect. Pierre says, geluk, Sharks en Guru. Sien net vir die Stormers game van Ceres. Jy moet kom vrugte en bynhaal. Definitely I will, Pierre. And then Shark Rain says, Sharks fans are back after being very quiet the last few weeks. And then Pietman says, in die woestyn, Saudi Arabia, Bokkerol bier hier. And then Bull, James says, Bull from Southern Ontario in Canada. So that line out has gone astray, kicked into touch by the Sharks, and that's the end of the game. So full time here for the Sharks, 50 points to 35. An incredible victory for them. Dave Davis also says, let's hope the Sharks can do a repeat performance in the last round of the URC. And then Jamie Hall says, well done, Sharks. I will be celebrating all the way from Cardiff. So we've got support from all over the world here, and really appreciate all the support. Leonard says, well done, Sharks. We're piping the box properly there. So full time here at Kings Park, 50 to the Sharks, 35 to Munster. The Sharks have qualified. And I will probably see you guys a little bit later on in about half an hour from now, when we will be doing the Stormers versus Harlequins game from Cape Town as well. So, yeah, great win for the Sharks, and really looking forward to the rest of this competition. Well done, Sharks, from a Bull supporter, says Greville Mallet. Brandon says, until the next game, well done, Sharks and Guru. General Manager, Blue Lagoon Beach Resort, says great commentary. Really appreciate it, guys. And then Warren Baker says, well done, Sharks. So if you did like the stream, guys, don't forget to press that like button and subscribe to the channel as well. Joey Hendrick says, well done, boys. And also thanks from us in Fiji. No problem. Until next time, guys, in about a half an hour when we do the Stormers game, I will see you guys later. Until next time, cheers for now.